Hello everyone and welcome to Dueling with Downton, and today we're going to be talking about episode 26 of the Yugioh Sevens anime series. A truly fantastic episode with a lot of nerve-wracking back and forth, making sure us as the viewers are kept on the edges of our seats. It's been ages since any anime has gotten me hyped enough to sing along to the intro song while we head towards the ending/climax of an arc. That just goes to show how invested I was in this duel, and I was just having a good time just seeing two intelligent characters dueling it out to see who will come out on top. So I want to start by talking about Neil's character in this episode, as his character gave off a lot of different expressions, like content in accepting his loss, happiness in finding someone to challenge himself on an equal level, both intellectually and dueling ability. And he even looked dissatisfied when Yuuga kept trying to draw his maximum cards, even though Neil was constantly countering him at every attempt. I love the fact that Neil also decided to duel on the same equal footing as Yuuga and friends, basically having the stakes that if he lost, he would also have 6 penalties. And I also like the fact they kept this a secret until the very end, because knowing our main protagonists, he would kind of find a way to loophole it so that both Yuuga and Neil would not get the 6th penalty, because Yuuga obviously understands that Neil likes rush dueling because he wouldn't have added maximum summoning, plus Yuuga obviously respects Neil on that intellectual level and as someone who has been able to improve rush dueling, thus improving Yuuga as a character as well. So again, keeping this a secret until the very end I thought was great. Plus the fact that he did this for Neil's character just adds and speaks volume to how overconfident he was and just how much faith he had in himself for winning this duel, even though he didn't. Plus the ending makes it more likely that if and when Neil returns, he will be an enemy/anti-hero, not on Team Yuuga's side, as it would have given Yuuga and his friends all 6 penalty points if suddenly Neil was registered on Gohar's system as being a part of Team Yuuga or acting friendly towards him. It would be like a Mimi and Yoshio situation where, no matter who won, both teams or our heroes would all get that penalty point. Ironically, if that were to happen, that would have made me laugh a lot. We got to see Trap Hole returning in this episode, and it just reminded me of how many times we've seen Neil's teammates, like Getter, like Schrodinger's cat, just being sent down a hole. Made me laugh a little, not gonna lie. Plus, that card's always trolly, and yeah, great card. Overall, Neil's character has been phenomenal throughout this arc. Easily one of my favourite characters from Yugioh Sevens thus far, and hopefully we get to see him in the future, but I like the fact they're already building to the next antagonists, so let these antagonists shine a bit more, and then we can bring Neil back. Maybe in maybe he's in Gohar jail for having his 6 penalties, and Yuuga has to go and say, Neil, I need your help. I'm trying to do something with rush duels, or how do I get my own maximum cards? Much like how Yuuga went to Roa for advice in the previous episodes. Now seeing Yuuga desperately try and redraw his maximum monsters was great, as we got to see a lot of creative combinations that really gave Yuuga's other monsters time to shine and showcase just how good of a duelist Yuuga actually is, and how he managed to create a good connection with his cards in being able to get the best use out of them in order to pull off those combinations and make himself in a better position. Plus, I really like seeing Sevens Road Witch, because I like her design and I think she's one of the best Sevens Road monsters from the archetype. Much better than Sevens Road Magician. Now, having your plan constantly countered by Neil obviously must have taken a mental toll on Yuuga's character. So seeing Yuuga get a bit down and even ticked off towards the end helped create this more tension and more emotional kind of vibe in that struggle to draw the cards that he needed. So this element and this aspect of the episode was fantastic. Having Rook also kind of appear because his ID card that the maximum card was created from give Yuuga that kind of inspirational speech helped keep the trope of I have my friends with me alive and, with Yuga's character. Because, it was in the episode a lot and very prevalent. And I enjoyed the fact that we also found the information of 77% of Gohar's elementary school kids have decided with Team Yuga, thus gaining penalties too, because it added more pressure and built more tension and feeling of desperation when Yuga had to draw the cards that he wanted. Because not only is his friends' accounts on the line, but now he has the joy and happiness of countless people that were created thanks to rush dueling also on the line. So, the stakes are a lot more in Neil's favour. There's a lot more at stake for Yuga if he loses. So this was brilliant. The story writing throughout this entire episode was just phenomenal and works really well in creating a lot of different emotions, scenes, tension. Sevens, you've done great at doing this throughout, and you did exceptionally here. And having everyone involved in the maximum chant towards the end, yes, it was cheesy, but this is a kids show and it's designed for a younger audience. Nevertheless though, I liked it, so you're not going to hear any complaints from me here. I really did enjoy this. I enjoyed this episode a lot more than I did episode 25. And getting the ID cards back and those returning to their rightful characters was brilliant, as not only does it allow our main four to all duel again, but it keeps maximum summoning special, as not everyone is going to be having it in every duel. Plus, Yuga can't rely on maximum summoning anymore, meaning that he can still evolve and develop his dueling skills without maximum summoning, and give his other monsters more time to shine and showcase and grow. As well as giving him a chance to get his own maximum cards as part of his developmental arc when his character finally comes to that stage and he finally needs it. So yeah, my one concern about maximum summoning was that if Yuga kept it, then he would use it every duel and he would win very easily, making the duels more predictable and kind of boring if that was the case. Luckily, that's not. Rook, Roman and Gakuto all got their cards back, and thus Yuga no longer can maximum summoning. Which means that basically if Neil was to duel Yuga again, Yuga would get squashed. And of course, Kaizo returning, and the first thing that he does, goes straight for Roman's chest, was classic Kaizo, and that face was quite surprising. So yeah, this scene made me laugh a lot. Plus it's good to see Kaizo back, because missed you, Kaizo. The new villains at the end seem really interesting, as this could be our first female villain, not including Yubel. This very small voice clip that we get sounded fantastic, and this character looks to be Ryoko Asana, who appears in the cast list for the episode, but we don't actually know who this character is, so I'm only speculating at this point. However, if this is indeed the case, then that's got me quite excited, because the voice actress that voices this character also voices Megumi from Food Wars. I mean, this is Megumi from Food Wars. Doesn't sound at all like the character at the end of Yugioh Sevens episode 6, but still, could be interesting. Overall, I love this episode. One of my favourite episodes from Yugioh Sevens thus far. All in all, a fantastic way to end the maximum arc. This arc was really enjoyable from start to finish, with only a few episodes feeling weak, like the Rook vs. Arata episode. Mostly though, the episodes were fantastic from this arc. Really enjoyable, really good, and really strong. Yugioh Sevens has had some amazing story writing and brilliant character development and character showcasing, great animation, and this arc just kind of encapsulates that all the same. And I can't wait to see how the next arc goes, because again, we've only had a small clip from the villains, or potential villains for the next arc, but it seems really interesting and intriguing, and I can't wait to see which direction they take it in. Hopefully they give more shine to the other three characters, but nevertheless, all the same enjoyable. So let me know your thoughts on this episode and as this arc in general down in the comment section below. And remember, like the video if you did, hit that subscribe button for more Yu-Gi-Oh content, and I'll be seeing you next time. Have a great day, arigato, matane, goodbye.